to the channel. Thank y'all for tuning in today.
Thank you.
We are going to get into. Sorry about these lights, y'all. Yeah, we're working on that.
It's really bugging my wife.
It's bugging me.
One
like
day we're
crazy.
going to upgrade, all right?
We will
so we
upgrade.
appreciate y'all rolling with us, okay?
But anyways, yeah, this is day what?
This is day number 20. This is 20. Okay. Day number 20 in February.
Ooh, y'all. So,
Happy Black History Month, by the way.
Yes, and thank y'all for just rocking with us, sticking with us.
Yes.
Today, what are we getting into?
The topic for today is about having good counsel, how that can actually save you money, having just good counsel in general. The topic really came up because I thought about how helpful you are as a wife, as far as which saves me a lot of money, okay? This is going to be very interesting. I shouldn't say just saves me, but saves us a lot of money. And so having good counsel, having someone, now everybody out there is not married, we understand that. So if you have a close friend, you're a parent, somebody who's good with money for the most part, as well as your spouse, if you are married, it can be very helpful to bounce things off of them before you make purchases. So you already know, a lot of times we discuss having, as my wife calls it, play money. But we have money that we, in our budget, that we allow the other one to just have. So here's a set amount of money for you, here's a set amount of money for me. We don't have to ask no questions. We can just spend it however we want to. But a lot of times, even with that, sometimes I find myself talking to my wife about, hey, I'm thinking about buying this for this price. What do you think about that? And so she'll give me some insight. Sometimes I don't like her insight at all. And it gets on my nerve. I'm like, oh, man, but I'm the one who asked her for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then sometimes it's really good insight. And so it helps me to be wise about my spending. And I get a chance to reflect and bounce something off of somebody else and see their perspective, especially someone like my wife who I know has my best interest at heart. And so I think having someone to talk about your finances with is a very important aspect of helping you to save and get to where you want to go. Because saving is one element of it, but to get to where you want to go, I think having someone to talk about it with can really help you to kind of save and kind of use that money in other areas. Honey, I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah, I think it's really good to have somebody that you trust and that their fruit has proven that they have been successful with their finances to discuss money with. And then I think also along that, it goes in part is the offended. Like sometimes it's hard to discuss money in general, whether it be spouse or somebody else. Because I think sometimes we're looking for a little bit of validation on what we want to buy. And we know we want to buy it, but we still going to ask. So when they don't give us what, we want to hear, then we all mad. So I think, I don't even know. I feel like you just have to, be ready for those conversations. Don't take everything, so personal. But just know that they hopefully the person loves you and wants to see you do well.
Right. I think that's big. And even to get a little bit more practical with this, honey, I remember you always telling me a story about you and your grandfather and when you went to the store and how it kind of helped you like in your life now and how you make purchases and how you make those decisions. So what can you kind of give them a little bit of that so they can kind of get a practical viewpoint of it?
Yeah. So when I was younger, I do remember wanting something. I was young too. I was really young. I guess the age still to play with toys.
Yeah.
So I had saved up. I remember saving up, and I think it was even, we didn't go to the store, so it was in a magazine, and I was just explaining like, yeah, Papa, I'm gonna get this. I think I've saved up. I think I'm gonna get this. And then he started asking me questions like, you about to be doing this in a couple of years. Do you really think you're going to play with this toy for that long? Or like,
was it like something like you're going to be driving?
It was like a driving something. And he was like, well, I couldn't have been driving because hopefully I wasn't playing with toys at 15. So I don't know. It was something I wanted. I was young. Maybe, I don't know. I don't even know what the specific item was. But I do know the lesson in it was just like, hey, do you really want this? Do you really need this? Is this where you want to put all the money that you saved up? Do you want it to go towards that? And it was beneficial because I talk about, like my husband said, I talk about that story all the time because it was life-changing, even as a kid. So even you all who have kids out there, like instilling those things and practices at a younger age, so when they grow up, they'll be able to make those choices.
Right.
Hopefully better, financial choices.
And because of his line of questioning to you, it helps you see, like, you know what, maybe I don't want to make that purchase.
Right.
Like, maybe that's not
and I didn't.
the
I
thing
didn't
I really want to do. And then, you saved your money, used it for something else. And so I think that's the purpose of having good counsel around you. And again, I just, my spouse, other people I may know, I definitely have other people as well. But it's like, it helps because they'll start asking questions. Well, why would you want to do that? Or why would you want to buy this? Or why would you do that? Have you ever thought about this? And when they start asking you that, now some people I know, when you really want to get something, you purposely don't ask somebody because you're like, they're going to talk me out of it. They're going to talk me out of it.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to realize that if people love you and they're for you, then you want somebody who's in your corner who's going to give you a different perspective.
Yeah.
Having that different perspective is really helpful, and overall, it's up to you to make that decision, right?
Right.
It's very important that you make it, and you probably will. But I think that getting those different perspectives is very helpful on your financial journey, all right? So before you make that purchase, before you do anything, talk to someone who can help you sort it out and can probably help you save some money on the back end. Because they may even say something like, have you checked this place instead of that one? That might save you
have a
$50 right there,
y'all.
right?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with doing that because we are trying to create a community that helps each other. So remember, we ask that you all in that would ask your questions below, that you would like, that you would comment, that those comments will be maybe examples of things that have helped you because you may be able to help someone else with your comment, all right? So we appreciate it. Remember, hit that subscribe button, like this video, send it out, and we hope that you all are asking questions in a good way to help your friends, your family members, or whoever.
And responding in a loving way.
Yes. And, man, you got me one more thing. And you don't need to necessarily say anything if no one's asking your opinion. That's the other thing. Don't even say it. If they're not asking, you don't need to say it. Now, if it's your children, that's a whole different situation. But for the most part, if they're not asking, you don't need to give it to them. All right? So anyway, we hope that you all enjoyed the video. We thank y'all for watching. And hopefully we have the next one tomorrow. If the Lord say the same. Thank you.